How are you doing? My name is Ben, and today we're going to be talking about the PLL home cities. Now this news is just dropping. I will admit this is my second take at this. I have a new microphone, testing it out now, but this is really exciting stuff. It is about 15 minutes after all this information is dropped, so I'm going to try to get this video out really quick for you guys so you guys can have a little more information on where these teams are, the history behind the cities that they're located, and what we can expect from them in the future. Now I will preface this by saying there are a bunch of surprises with these teams being thrown in here. I'm ecstatic, but let's just jump right into it. So firstly, we have kind of a shoo-in. It makes the most sense. We all saw it coming. The Boston Cannons. Why do I really need to explain this here? Boston is a great area. The New England area loves lacrosse. The only other city they competed with for attendance was Denver. Year over year, they had a great fan base. People showed up for games. And again, it's just a breadbasket for lacrosse. Everyone out there loves the sport. And with the owner Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick, all loving it out there as well, it just makes sense that they would go back to their original location. This means that the Boston Cannons will continue to be the only team from the MLL's history to this present day to just stay in the same city over its entire history, which is really special, and I'm super happy for all of you Bostonians out there who are big fans of them and were hoping for this. I saw some rumors that they may have wanted to name them the New England Cannons, but that just didn't make sense to me. Boston Cannons makes the most sense, and it is awesome. So congratulations to all the Boston fans out there. Secondly, this one is definitely a bit of a surprise. It's a surprise for me. I wrote my script, filled out quite a few of these that I thought I had an idea on, and I will admit the Atlas, I had no clue, but I thought they were gonna be somewhere close south of the border, a team in Dallas maybe, or Houston, but no, they're going to be known as the New York Atlas from here on out. I'm kind of surprised they didn't wind up rebranding them as the Lizards this time around or something like that, considering what they do later on with the Chrome. Still gonna be a good fit. New York is a great location, and I'm sure they will embrace the Atlas with open arms. Third, we have a team everyone kind of suspected they were going here. I didn't necessarily believe it initially, but that is gonna be the Philadelphia Waterdogs, or the Philly Waterdogs. Now, anytime I bring up the Waterdogs to friends, they kind of give me a weird look. It's an odd name, but I still love the color scheme. I love the mascot. It is a great overall team, and Philadelphia fits that great. Now, a little bit of more history with that. Philadelphia had a team in the past. They were called the Philadelphia Barrage. They had some attendance issues from time to time. They're really beloved by the local fans there, but they didn't turn up a great community constantly. Now, in recent years, the PLL has ventured into Philly and has had amazing success. Let's see how they react to the home teams playing there once a year and playing a doubleheader. We'll see how fans react and how they like the idea of it. Fourth, we have one that kind of makes sense now that I think about it. I wasn't so sure about where the Whipsnakes would go, but they are going to Maryland, a fantastic location for lacrosse, and the area of Maryland has always had really good attendance year over year, especially for the PLL when they have ventured there. It's a good lacrosse area. Maryland lacrosse team is fantastic, and the surrounding areas like Baltimore, DC also have a really heavy lacrosse presence. So this to me is a great addition, and they're getting a really good team out there. So fifth, we're gonna go with the Carolina Chaos, which is more a surprise to me too. Like, I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm gonna keep saying these are surprises for me, but you just gotta understand, a lot of us didn't know where these people were going. I really had no idea where the Chaos would wind up. Yeah, Carolina Chaos makes a ton of sense. Good location for a lacrosse team. And I've even seen with the PLL that they struggled a little bit now and then with attendance when they would do weekends out there. So I'm curious to see over the next couple of years how being in Carolina suits them, but congratulations to the Chaos and all the Carolina lacrosse fans out there. You got your team. This is the one I am most excited for, and this is gonna be the Chrome are being rebranded as the Denver Outlaws. I could not ask for anything better. I thought it was gonna be the Archers going to Denver and they were gonna rebrand, but ultimately we get the Denver Outlaws. I'm like still flabbergasted that there wasn't a New York Lizards team, and now there's just a full-on Denver Outlaws team. So again, I'm biased as hell, but I will put up the numbers here for you. Year over year, Denver beats attendance. Denver consistently sets themselves above the rest. Throughout the MLL's history, I will show the chart. They have fantastic attendance, and I know anytime the PLL has come out to Denver and played out there in DU's campus, they have had a ton of success. So this makes a ton of sense. I'm ecstatic. I'm glad I can go see the Outlaws play again. I think just about every other Denver and Colorado lacrosse fan is going to be happy as well. Next, we have the Utah Archers, which I'm really excited to see that was an addition they made. Salt Lake City has been a burgeoning lacrosse location for a while. A lot of people go out there and play, and there's some great teams out there now. Salt Lake City wasn't the biggest when I was into lacrosse and when I was playing, but it has grown over the last 5 years or so. So that is a great addition. I'm sure they'll find a ton of success out there in in Utah, and congratulations to the Archers. I'm a little bitter that Denver doesn't get Mike Sisselberger. I love that guy, but ultimately this is going to be a great addition for them. And lastly, we are going to have the California Redwoods. This is one I absolutely knew. I saw some people saying they were going to go on the East Coast, which makes no sense. They're the Redwoods. It's in California. I'm not 100% sure on where they're going to be playing out of. Likely either LA or San Francisco. San Francisco makes more sense. It's closer to the Redwoods. But LA is where the PLL has played in the past. So only time will tell, just like the rest of these. But this is going to be a great addition for the state of California and for California as a whole. So congrats to all you California fans out there. I know when I was playing lacrosse in Colorado, we would take spring breaks where we would go to California to play some of the really good competitive teams out there. So as far as I know, there's some great lacrosse fans, great teams, and a great community out there to support them. So that does it for every team that had its location announced. So just to recap, we have the Boston Cannons, which makes me super happy, the New York Atlas, the Philadelphia Waterdogs, the Maryland Whipsnakes, Carolina Chaos, the Denver Outlaws, the Utah Archers, and the California Redwoods. Now you guys will have to let me know down in the comments below if you think these were all good locations. I think they knocked it out of the park as a whole. Only one I can see people kind of complaining about is the Atlas probably, but let me know what you think. If a team is coming to your state, let me know if you're excited, if you're happy. I'm sure most of you are if you're watching this content, but I'd love to hear what you think about this whole process. This is a big day for the PLL. This is a big day for all of lacrosse, and I'm glad I can share it with you guys. Now that is going to do it for today's video. Please remember to like and subscribe. It helps channels like mine out a ton. We're much smaller, especially in the lacrosse community. And again, it's a community. I try to put this free content out there, and if you guys could just send an appreciation with just a like or a sub. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you for watching, and go Outlaws.